Not all Capricorns are created equal. Some are born in the final echoes of December, carrying with them the last fire of Sagittarius, rebellious, curious, craving meaning more than structure. Others emerge in the frozen stillness of January, forged in silence, discipline, and the relentless ticking of Saturn's cosmic clock. But here's what most astrologers never say aloud. The month you were born as a Capricorn doesn't just shape your personality, it can determine the very karmic path your soul walks in this life. Whether you were born in the sun-drenched hope of late December or the icy clarity of early January, your Capricorn energy holds a secret signature, a unique imprint tied to your mission on Earth. Have you ever felt like you didn't fit the typical Capricorn mold? You're not alone. There are two sides to this sign, and today, we're not just breaking down differences in personality. We're uncovering what the stars wrote in your soul. In this video, we will explore the deep split between December and January Capricorns, from their approach to love, work, and destiny, to the hidden emotional burdens each one carries. But this isn't just an astrological breakdown. It's a mirror. One that may finally help you understand why you approach relationships the way you do, why you fear failure more than most, why success, for you, always seems heavier than it looks for others, and more importantly, why your birth month holds a karmic message that you were always meant to decode. So whether you're a December dreamer or a January builder, I invite you to listen deeply. You may discover that the greatest truth about yourself is something you never even questioned. Comment below your birth month, December or January, and tell us. Have you ever felt different from other Capricorns? Your journey is about to begin. Let's dive into the soul of Capricorn, the sign that was never meant to be ordinary. Welcome to Zodiac Secrets Revealed. Part 1. The Root of the Mountain Goat. To understand the difference between December and January Capricorns, we first have to understand what it truly means to be a Capricorn. Because before you were born in December or January, before you were called by your name or recognized by your title, you carried an ancient code written in the stars. You were born under the sign of the sea goat. The sea goat is no ordinary symbol. It climbs the highest mountains with hooves built for rocky terrain, and yet it swims in the deepest, most mysterious emotional waters. This duality lives inside you. Capricorns are the only sign destined to master both dimensions: the outer world of ambition, structure, and legacy, and the inner world of memory, pain, feeling, and transformation. That's why calling Capricorn just the workaholic misses the truth entirely. Capricorn is the guardian of time, the carrier of ancestral responsibility, the one who is asked, again and again, to rise above limitation, not just for themselves, but for others. Ruled by Saturn, you were born with a sense of gravity that few understand. You likely felt older than your peers even as a child. You may have seen consequences before others noticed their choices. You may have kept your emotions tucked away, not out of coldness, but because you felt you had no room to fall apart. And yet, within all that pressure, there is a quiet power, a sacred resilience, the ability to keep climbing, even when no one is watching, to keep showing up, even when your heart is bruised. Capricorns are not born to be loud. They are born to endure, and through that endurance, to lead. But not every Capricorn climbs the same way. Some are drawn to freedom, others to discipline. Some want to create a new world, others want to build on ancient foundations. This divergence becomes clear when we look at one overlooked detail: the month you were born. Comment below if you've ever felt like you were carrying responsibilities others couldn't see. Because that's where your Capricorn story begins, in silence. But how it unfolds depends on when your soul arrived. Life lesson from this section: you were not born to be understood by everyone. You were born to understand yourself so deeply, so fully, that no doubt can shake your foundation. The mountain doesn't care if people admire it. It simply stands, because that is its nature. So do you. Part 2. December Capricorn, the wanderer of purpose. Some Capricorns are born on the edge, the final days of December, where the fire of Sagittarius still flickers beneath the earthbound stone. And while they are Capricorn by sign, they are not carved from the same granite as their January siblings. These are the wanderers of purpose, driven not only by ambition, but by meaning. Not just by structure, but by spirit. A December Capricorn often carries something wild in their heart. Something untamable. Something that doesn't quite fit inside the rules they were taught to follow. They have the dreams of visionaries, but the focus of builders. The result? A soul in constant negotiation, between stability and freedom, between what they should do and what they must become. They can sit in boardrooms and build empires, but part of them is always looking out the window, wondering what else is out there. What path hasn't been walked yet? What part of themselves still hasn't been lived? You'll often find these Capricorns drawn to travel, new cultures, new beliefs. They learn best by experience, not just by rules. They are not afraid to leave behind what's comfortable, especially if they sense that their soul is being stifled. It's not that they lack discipline. It's that their discipline is connected to vision, not tradition. They're willing to sacrifice, to work hard, to delay gratification. But only if the destination feels like truth. Some may call them unpredictable. Others may say they're rebellious. But in truth, December Capricorns are following a different kind of map. A soul map. One that doesn't always appear on paper. One that leads them not just toward achievement, but toward awakening. They are the Capricorns who break generational rules. The ones who walk away from should, and choose soul instead. This can make their lives feel chaotic at times. Starts and stops, wins and setbacks. But in the end, the reward is clarity. And the gift they carry is rare. The ability to lead others through transformation. Because they themselves were unafraid to transform. If you were born in December, ask yourself, are you climbing a mountain someone else built for you? Or are you seeking the summit that calls your name in silence? Life lesson from this section. Purpose is not always found at the top of the ladder. Sometimes, it's waiting at the bottom of the cliff you were afraid to climb. Don't fear the detour, it may be the only road your soul truly chose. Part 3, January Capricorn, the architect of time. If December Capricorns are the wanderers of purpose, then January Capricorns are the architects of time, born under the full weight of Saturn's influence. These Capricorns are often the purest reflection of the sign's essence. Discipline, order, legacy. They do not chase chaos. They construct meaning, one careful brick at a time. While December-born Capricorns may follow the voice of adventure, January-born Capricorns follow the voice of responsibility. Even when it's heavy, even when it's silent. From an early age, many January Capricorns feel the need to grow up fast. They become the ones who others depend on. The ones who plan ahead, who save, who prepare. Not because they lack spontaneity, but because they see the future with razor-sharp vision. They are the ones who can delay gratification, who can build a 5-year plan when others are just surviving the week. They find comfort in structure, not because they're rigid, but because they know how easily life can unravel. You may not see the weight they carry, but it's there. It lives in their calendar, in their tone of voice, in their quiet hesitation before taking a risk. Because they're calculating not just what they want, but what it could cost. This is both their brilliance and their burden. January Capricorns are often the ones who hold families together, who manage businesses, who shoulder silent expectations. But in that strength lies a hidden cost. They rarely ask for help. They often feel alone in a room full of people. Because they're not just planning for themselves. They're often building for everyone else. And yet, they rarely complain. They simply continue. Because they were born with a contract. Build. Endure. Finish what others could not. The world may never fully see the weight January Capricorns carry. But if you are one of them, you know this truth. You didn't come here to follow trends. You came to build something that lasts beyond your name. Life lesson from this section. Legacy is not created in moments of inspiration. It's forged in the silent hours when no one is watching and you choose to keep going anyway. The world may never understand your path. That's because you're building a road they will one day walk on. Part 4, The Hidden War, the inner conflict between two Capricorn worlds. On the outside, all Capricorns may seem the same: ambitious, reliable, focused. But beneath the surface, there are two forces constantly at odds. Two spirits. Two instincts. One reaching for freedom, the other anchored in structure. This is the hidden war within Capricorn. If you're a December-born Capricorn, there's a flame inside you. It comes from Sagittarius, the zodiac sign that hands off its energy to Capricorn in late December. That flame burns for meaning, for discovery, for passion. It pushes you to follow intuition, to take leaps, to trust the unknown. But if you were born in January, Saturn's grip on your spirit is stronger. It doesn't allow for blind jumps. It calls for discipline, restraint, and long-term vision. It teaches you that greatness is not in chasing every spark, but in fanning one steady fire over a lifetime. Now imagine these two voices existing inside one body. Many Capricorns feel this inner pull, especially those born around the cusp. The voice of December says, "Go. Say yes. Leap before you're ready." The voice of January replies, "Wait. Prepare. Know every outcome before you risk everything." The result? An ongoing conversation between spontaneity and structure. One moment you're dreaming of quitting your job to follow your passion. The next, you're back at your desk, reviewing the numbers and making 5-year plans. You may begin projects with burning energy, only to second-guess yourself and walk away. You may build solid routines, only to feel suffocated by their predictability. You're not indecisive. You're not confused. You're carrying both the visionary and the architect, the soul that seeks expansion, and the spirit that craves order. Capricorn is the only sign that was born to master this tension. You are not here to choose one path. You are here to balance both. To build something stable without killing your spirit. And to chase dreams without losing your foundation. And when these two forces stop fighting and start working together, something remarkable happens. You become the kind of Capricorn that writes your own mythology. One who doesn't follow the rules, but creates them. If you've ever felt torn between two versions of yourself, know that both are real. And both are sacred. Life lesson from this section. Your power doesn't come from choosing between freedom or control. It comes from honoring both. When you trust the part of you that dreams, and the part that builds, you stop being torn apart by your duality. You start becoming whole and unstoppable. Part 5. The spiritual purpose of birth timing. Why your soul chose this exact moment. What if your birthday wasn't random? What if your soul chose it, precisely, intentionally, to fulfill a contract written long before you took your first breath? In astrology, we talk about sun signs, planets, and elements. But underneath all of it lies something deeper. Divine timing. Capricorns born in late December arrive as one year dies and another struggles to be born. They are born between seasons, between energies, between endings and beginnings. Their spiritual purpose is tied to awakening. To be the bridge between the old and the new. To carry the fire of transformation into a world built on repetition. These Capricorns often feel like misfits in their families. The black sheep, the ones who ask too many questions. But this is no accident. Their role is to break generational cycles. To challenge authority, disrupt the patterns, and plant the seeds of new vision. And so life will not give them safety, it will give them friction. So they can learn to trust their own compass. Meanwhile, Capricorns born in January come into the world after the threshold has been crossed. They are not here to destroy the old. They are here to build the future. January Capricorns are born with blueprint energy. They hold the weight of structure, lineage, and legacy. They are often placed in roles of responsibility from a young age. Not because they are stronger, but because they were chosen. These souls are not here to rebel. They are here to restore order, to bring back wisdom lost in the noise. Where others chase trends, they protect tradition. Where others drift, they anchor. Their spiritual purpose is tied to completion, mastery, and stewardship. They are the keepers of time. Two different missions. Two distinct contracts. But neither is more important than the other. You were born at a specific moment because that moment holds your coding. Your life won't make full sense until you understand what that timing was trying to tell you. So ask yourself, did your soul arrive to awaken or to anchor? To challenge or to construct? To begin something or to preserve something sacred? Neither path is easy, but both are divine. Life lesson from this section. Your birth date isn't just a mark on a calendar, it's the whisper of your soul's agreement with the universe. Honor it. Because once you understand why you came when you did, you stop chasing purpose. You start remembering it. Part 6, Relationship Dynamics, How December versus January Capricorns Love Differently. Capricorns are not known for wearing their hearts on their sleeves. To the outside world, they often appear composed, guarded, even distant. But inside, there is a landscape of feeling that few ever get to see. Because for Capricorn, love is not casual. It is sacred. It is earned. It is tested by time. Still, even within this sign, the way Capricorn loves is shaped by when they were born. The December Capricorn and the January Capricorn walk into relationships carrying very different emotional blueprints. December Capricorns, with Sagittarius still echoing in their energy, approach love with curiosity and idealism. They seek connection that feels like adventure, like expansion. They crave partners who inspire them, challenge them, awaken them. They may fall fast and hard, but they also detach just as quickly if the connection starts to feel dull, controlling, or too structured. They fear being boxed in. Love, for them, must feel like liberation, not a contract. That doesn't mean they're flaky. It means their loyalty lies not just with a person, but with the feeling of growth that person inspires in them. They want passion. They want possibility. But more than anything, they want meaning. January Capricorns, on the other hand, approach love with caution and strategy. They move slowly. They open gradually. But when they commit, they are unwavering. Their love language is consistency. They show affection by showing up. Again and again. Even when it's hard. Even when it's silent. But they can struggle to express their needs. They can bottle up pain, thinking they must stay strong. They often carry the emotional weight of a relationship without ever asking for help. They want security. They want longevity. But more than anything, they want to feel safe enough to be vulnerable, something that does not come easily to them. Now imagine these two Capricorns in love with each other. One needs space. The other needs structure. One seeks emotional spontaneity. The other seeks emotional stability. They are different, yes. But together, they have the potential to create something rare. A relationship that is both passionate and lasting. Both evolving and grounded. If you're a Capricorn watching this, ask yourself, when it comes to love, do you feel like you're building a fortress? Or trying to set something free? Because the answer will tell you more than any horoscope ever could. Life lesson from this section. Love is not about being perfect. It's about being understood. You don't have to be everything to everyone. You only have to be deeply known by the one who sees the mountain and the sea within you and loves both. Part 7. The Power of Integration, when December and January Capricorn energy unite. Capricorn is often seen as a solitary sign. The one who carries burdens alone. The one who climbs when others rest. But here's a truth most never consider. The Capricorn path doesn't have to be lonely, because within each Capricorn lives two distinct energies. And when they stop resisting each other, they create something extraordinary. December Capricorn energy brings vision, movement, and adaptability. It's the part of you that dreams in color, that senses change before it arrives, that says, I'm ready to risk it all if it means becoming who I really am. January Capricorn energy brings focus, structure, and strategy. It's the part of you that holds the line, that makes sure nothing falls apart, that says, I will finish what I start, even if no one thanks me. For many Capricorns, these two energies clash. One foot on the gas, the other on the brake. You may feel pulled in two directions. Part of you wants to build slow and steady. Another part wants to burn it all down and start again. But what if this tension wasn't a flaw? What if it was the key to your transformation? Because when you allow both sides to speak, when you stop judging one as too wild and the other as too cold, you begin to access your full power. December's spontaneity gives life to January's discipline. January's precision brings form to December's fire. Together, they create the rarest kind of leader. One who can imagine what's possible and execute it with mastery. You stop being torn between two selves. You become one self, whole, integrated, aligned. Capricorns are often told they must choose freedom or order, vision or logic, heart or mind. But the truth is, Capricorn isn't here to choose. You're here to fuse, to become the bridge between extremes, to show the world that strength is not found in being one thing, but in learning how to carry many truths inside a single soul. And once you accept that both the dreamer and the builder live in you, you begin to build the kind of legacy no one else can touch. Life lesson from this section: you are not split, you are led. The real power comes when you stop silencing parts of yourself in order to fit someone else's story. When you become the author of your own identity, you no longer need permission to rise. Part 8, Final Life Wisdom, the lesson all Capricorns must remember. There's something you may have felt your whole life, but never fully spoken aloud. It's the feeling that everything you've achieved still isn't quite enough. That no matter how far you climb, the summit keeps moving. That you carry expectations from your family, your culture, maybe even from your past lives, that were never really yours to begin with. This is the Capricorn burden. But it's also the Capricorn blessing. Because you weren't born to live a light life. You were born to live a meaningful one. Capricorn is the soul that signs up for the long game. You don't crave instant gratification. You crave inner certainty, the knowing that what you build will endure. That what you give your time to will leave something behind. And yet, in that relentless pursuit of legacy, many Capricorns forget something sacred. They forget to rest. They forget to feel. They forget that their worth is not measured only by what they produce, but by who they are when everything else is stripped away. That underneath the titles and to-do lists and goals, there is still a child who just wanted to be seen. There is still a spirit who came here to live, not just to manage life. So let this be your reminder. Yes, you were born to build. Yes, you were born to lead. Yes, you were born to carry great responsibility. But you were also born to laugh, to cry, to love without armor, to dance in moments no one else deems productive. The mountain will always be there, but not every day is meant for climbing. Some days are meant for looking up at the stars and remembering why you started. Some days are meant for letting go of the map and trusting that your soul already knows the way, because it does. It always has. Life lesson from this section: the highest peak you'll ever reach won't be made of stone. It will be the moment you finally realize you were enough, even before you began the climb. Closing, the journey back to yourself. Now you've seen it. The path of the Capricorn is not one path, but many. It splits at birth. And somewhere along the way, it calls you to come home to your own truth. Maybe you were born in December, with fire still in your blood and stars in your eyes. Maybe your spirit carries the need to break free, to explore, to push boundaries. That is your medicine. Or maybe you arrived in January, with the weight of Saturn already resting on your shoulders. Maybe you've always felt older, more responsible, more aware of time passing. That is your strength. Both paths are sacred. Both hold power. And neither is complete without the other. What matters most is not where you were born, but how you choose to live, how you choose to climb, how you choose to love, and most of all, how you choose to forgive yourself for the times you stumbled along the way. Capricorn, you are not broken. You are becoming. And this journey you're on, it isn't about reaching the top of the mountain just to prove something. It's about discovering who you are when the world is silent, when the audience is gone, when it's just you and the sky, and that one quiet voice inside you that says, I remember now. This is who I've always been. If you felt seen in this video, even just for a moment, then this wasn't just a video. It was a mirror. And the reflection was always yours. We'd love to hear from you. Share your experience in the comments. Tell us, were you born in December or January? What part of this journey felt like your truth? And if this message touched something deep in you, make sure to subscribe to Zodiac Secrets Revealed. Because we're not done telling your story. There's more to discover, more to awaken, and your next chapter is just beginning. Until then, keep climbing. But don't forget to look back and see how far you've come. We'll meet again soon.